Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, and tonight I'm going to be talking about the newest Adult Swim / Cartoon Network Studios, and I say Cartoon Network Studios, I'll explain that in a second, animated series called Unicorn Warriors Eternal. Before I get into it, I'll remind you guys, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment down below if you enjoy this content, and if you've watched the show, and as well as follow us on all forms of social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, which we will be doing our podcast every Thursday night on Twitch /BrickWall. So you make sure you check that out. So without further ado, and this is going to be a pretty quick one, because I have there's only 2 episodes of this show out at the time of this recording. So this show, Unicorn Warriors Eternal. So this is a series that's airing on Adult Swim. Like I mentioned already, is created by Genndy Tartakovsky, which for those of you who don't know who that is, or maybe heard the name before, he is the, like, I would say, like, one of the creators, one of the geniuses behind many of our favorite shows, starting all the way back at Dexter's Laboratory. He worked on the Powerpuff Girls. He did the first Star Wars animated series, the Clone Wars, way like the 2D one, like way back when. He's worked on shows such as the Powerpuff Girls. And more recent, though, he did the show Samurai Jack and Primal, 2 shows that have gotten so much critical acclaim. He's written episodes that have gotten critical acclaim. He's made the Hotel Transylvania movies, directed the first 3 of them, and then the 4th one he didn't really have much to do with. So I'm listing these things, and you're thinking, wow, these are different series that have varying degrees of quality. But one thing you could say is that they're all interesting and very artistic, and oh, excuse me, oh gosh, and yeah, they're all just amazing shows and amazing movies, amazing pieces of content. Genndy Tartakovsky, excuse me, I'm gonna say this name, get tongue tied every time I say it, but yeah, like I said, he's like a mad genius, so to speak, of some of these great series, great shows. He knows how to tell a story. He knows how to animate. He knows how to draw. He knows how to do these amazing things with his storytelling. So the show Unicorn Warriors Eternal is about a young girl who was unwittingly infused with magical ability. Who discovers that she is part of a group of eternal heroes destined to fight a supernatural evil throughout time. So pretty much this series, it only has 2 episodes out. Like I said, at the time of this recording, it premiered on May 5th, 2023. So that was like last week. New episodes come on Thursday. So I think like tomorrow night, at the time of the recording, there will be a new episode. I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2, but it will be a new episode on Adult Swim next day, HBO Max. So yeah, what is that? Excuse me. I have to yawn. That's crazy. I don't like yawning like this. But so this show, like I said before, so it's like it's like a superhero team. You could say like a superhero team. And like it shows in like that first episode, it shows like how like throughout different periods of time, they like their souls, because like this robot who is like in charge of like using like this, I'm gonna say, magical totem that allows the souls of the original heroes to take over people in different time periods that are, I guess you could say, deemed worthy, or that have like the Latin soul dormant inside of them, and it awakens them so that they can fight off this ancient evil that keeps, reawakening throughout time. That's like a weird way of me describing it. It definitely is a very I'm not gonna say complex, but it has more to it than what I'm saying. Just slightly more to it. Um, this show, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, y'all. But yeah, so it's pretty good. I like it. I enjoy it. Um, so far from what I've seen. So now we're in. It's not even modern day. It's still like I want to say it's like 1800s. Um, and this girl who's about to get married. The robot comes and unlocks that portion or unlocks that hero that's inside of her, so to speak. Um, and the only problem is this time around, uh, she doesn't remember who that that she's been the hero part of the team and everything. It's really complicated. Like I'm trying to explain it, and it's like me trying to explain it is a little convoluted. It sounds convoluted, feels convoluted, but it's actually like it's way more simple than I'm making it out to be. Um, it's oh, new episodes on Fridays. New episodes on Fridays. Fridays at midnight, or you can say Thursday midnight, Friday midnight, however you want to count it. And then like I said, next day HBO Max. But anyway, um, let me see. I'm trying to figure out like if I can find like the best way to describe it. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't mean to be yawning. Um, so yeah, so with these first two episodes, you get like they're called the Awakening Part 1 and Part 2. So you definitely get to see how the talisman of the let me I'm really trying to make sure I could explain this right. Um um yeah, so the robot whose name is Copernicus brings the three souls together, by again, like I said, unlocking them using like this talisman or something that's inside of them and unlocks the souls. And so it's not just Hazel, not Hazel, Emma Fairfax is the main girl that we're talking about. Um and she's the one who has the spirit of Melinda, who is the original hero, inside of her, and that's who Copernicus unlocks. But it kind of causes a bit of an identity crisis, right? So because, like I said before, Emma doesn't know that she's Melinda, and Melinda just kind of like doesn't have all the memories. Um, and so it's like pretty much like a story of her learning how to use her powers in a way. Um, let's see. There's Alfie, who was an orphan who gets taken over by the spirit of Seng, who is an ancient monk, a cosmic monk who can see all throughout time and space, and like pretty much an omnipresent, omnipotent type of character. Think like your Doctor Strange ancient one in a way, right? Then you have Dimitri, who was a street magician whose spirit was who has the spirit of Edred in him. And Edred is like the only one who kind of really like remembers everything. So he's like, guys, like why, like, let's get on point. Like this evil is here. We need to, figure out how to stop it. Like I said, it's really only been two episodes though thus far. So like, why am I choosing to talk about it with very little to really go off in terms of plot, just like the pilot episode, so to speak. But because the reason I wanted to talk about this is just because like um there's the 2D animated action series, and we don't really get those a lot. And like I said before, Gendy Tartakovsky is a master storyteller. Like if you've seen Primal, then you kind of know what I'm talking about. When or even Samurai Jack, where this I see this series and it's considered a mini series, but still yet I I really applaud Gendy for being able to tell a story with the least amount of dialogue, but everything you see on screen you can catch and say, "Wow, okay, I get what's going on," and it's he lets a lot of the visuals do the talking as opposed to dialogue do the talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, as opposed to them sitting there for these 2 episodes and saying exposition, 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 he's letting you see it. He's showing, not telling. And it makes a lot of sense. It works really well. The animation is beautiful, the character design is beautiful. And I can tell already that this is going to be a great, if it's not one thing or another, because it's another, because I got hiccups now. But yeah, no, it seems like it's going to be a very great story. I'm not sure how many episodes are going to be in this first season. Let me see. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. I have that information in front of me. Uh, it looks like it's going to be 7 episodes. Which is fine by me. Like I said, miniseries and just the way the story is told. I feel like they'll be able to get through what they need to get through in these 7 episodes. And I honestly hope to see more. So earlier I mentioned that there's a difference between Cartoon Network Studios. So Cartoon Network Studios is the production side of it, the production company, the all that good stuff. And Adult Swim is the network in which it's airing. It is more adult in tone, I would say. But just off these first 2 episodes alone, you probably wouldn't really say that. Like, I think this would be like maybe a PG or maybe like a PG-13, but um I could definitely see avenues in which this can get a little bit more darker, a little bit more adult, um, which would justify its Adult Swim airing. But it's a really good show. Like, I enjoy what I see of it so far. Like I said before, like visually it looks great. Tonally it seems great. It just seems like it's gonna be a fun time to watch it. And I do want to bring attention to that because even in this time where our entertainment is kind of like the writer's strike and all that. I think showing support for a lot of these shows can show these networks that A, we like original content. B, we like different forms of anime. We like 2D animation that tells different stories, not just stories for kids all the time. More edgy content, especially with adults and maybe like older teens or something like that. And 3, it shows that we like how stories are told. We like, we don't want to be fed the same MCU and blah 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 blah. Like, we want to be fed, we want to see different things and different types of stories be told. So, um, but essentially, like I said, I don't like, I could have done this as a mini review on Instagram, but I do want the word to get out about this show. Unicorn Warriors Eternal seems like it's going to be a fun ride. I love the first 2 episodes that I watched. I watched them on HBO Max, which is where they are streaming and where they will be streaming after they air on Adult Swim. So definitely make sure you guys check it out. So, like I said, that's all I got to say though. That's all I have to say. This doesn't have a big celebrity voice cast or anything. This doesn't have like it's nothing like super, like, respectfully, I'm saying there's nothing like super huge about it. This is just a very enjoyable show and a very enjoyable premise. And I think that if you give it a chance and tune in, I think that you will be pleasantly surprised and that you will enjoy what you see coming from the show. And I cannot wait to see what comes next. But that's really all I have to say. Like I said, I just wanted to come on here and just help hype this show up, help bring the discourse around the show up, try to get some more views, and that maybe we can see a future where we get more projects like this, as opposed to like this just being the last project, and or you say ratings weren't that good, so we don't do projects. Like, no, I want to see more projects like this. So make sure you guys support it. Check it out. Unicorn Warriors Eternal. It airs Fridays on Adult Swim, Fridays at midnight on Adult Swim, or Thursdays at midnight. I don't know, however you want to classify it. And it's on HBO Max next day. So thank you guys. That's really literally all I have for you guys. So my rating of the show so far is I have 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars. I don't really have much against this show. And I think a rating will be more fair towards the end of it. But just off these first 2 episodes alone, I give 4.5 stars. It's very fun, it's enjoyable, and it's a testament to how great of a storyteller Gendy Tartakovsky and his team because I can't forget about the team, the other writers and the other animators and producers and directors and all that. This is a testament to how great of a storytelling team that Gendy Tartakovsky has. So, thank you all though for tuning in to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I really appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you leave make sure you hit that like button down below. Leave a comment down below in the comment section. Let me know if you've seen the show. What do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you enjoy it? Are you looking forward to more like I am? And all in all, just subscribe to the channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter and Twitch. And until next time, guys, stay easy, be breezy. Peace.